Welcome back to Podcast with Lily Abernathy. Today we separate the binge-worthy from the dumpster fire so you don't have to waste precious hours of your life. And today, I'm here to tell you why you need to drop whatever mediocre shit you're watching and start Slow Horses on Apple TV. Yes, I mean now. Don't even finish that background episode of The Office or Law & Order SVU you've seen 1,000 times. This show demands your full, undivided attention. Because honestly, it's one of the most criminally underrated series out there. Now, if you're thinking, Slow Horses? What the hell is that? Some slow burn drama about geriatric jockeys and sad horses. Stop right there. First of all, no. Second, it's so much better than the name suggests. This isn't some dreary slog through a mundane plot. This is a spy thriller with bite. A series that takes all the usual genre cliches, crumples them up, and tosses them straight into the garbage. It's dark, it's hilarious, and it's dripping with humanity in a way that makes most other shows look like cheap knockoffs. Don't overthink it. I'm about to lay out exactly why this series deserves your attention. What the hell is Slow Horses about? Here's the gist. Slow Horses is a British series about MI5 rejects. These are the spies who've royally fucked up, whether it's blowing a mission, losing classified information, or just pissing off the wrong boss. Instead of getting fired outright, they're sent to a dingy little office called Slough House, where careers go to die. It's like being stuck in the corporate basement after spilling coffee on the CEO. Agents are given mind-numbing, dead-end tasks, like sifting through garbage or analyzing meaningless data. But here's the kicker. They're not useless. In fact, some of them are damn good at their jobs, and when they accidentally stumble into real cases, they prove they're way more capable than anyone gives them credit for. This isn't a show about polished, tuxedo-wearing spies saving the world in glamorous locations. It's about a group of outcasts who are bitter, broken, and pissed off, but still brilliant in their own ways. Let's talk characters, the backbone of the show. Now, if you're like me, you're sick of flat, cardboard cutout characters who exist to move the plot along. Not here. Every single character in Slow Horses is three-dimensional, flawed, and fascinating. Let's start with the man, the myth, the legend, Jackson Lamb. Played by the one and only Gary Oldman, Lamb is the head of Slough House. And let me tell you, he's not here to win any popularity contests. He's gruff, he's rude, and he's got all the charm of a hungover porcupine. He spends most of his time insulting his team, chain-smoking like it's an Olympic sport, and generally looking like he hasn't seen a shower in a week. But here's the thing. Lamb is a goddamn genius. Beneath the layers of insults and whiskey breath, he's one of the sharpest minds in the intelligence world. He knows the game inside and out. When shit hits the fan, he's the kind of guy you want in your corner, whether he likes it or not. Then there's River Cartwright, the golden boy who fell from grace. River's mistake, crashing a training exercise in spectacular fashion, is what lands him in Slough House, but he's not ready to give up. River is ambitious, impulsive, and just desperate enough to claw his way back into MI5's good graces. His dynamic with Lamb, part mentor-mentee, part why won't this asshole shut up, is one of the show's many highlights. The ensemble cast is where the magic really happens. You've got Catherine Standish, the recovering alcoholic whose past is as murky as Lamb's office window. Roddy Ho, the Asian tech guy who's as brilliant as he is socially inept. And Louisa Guy, the quiet, competent agent who's somehow still stuck in this mess. Each of them has their own baggage, their own quirks, and their own moments to shine. The writing in Slow Horses is on another level. It's funny, but not in a forced, sitcom kind of way. It's the kind of humour that sneaks up on you, born out of the characters' misery and the absurdity of their situations. But the humour doesn't undercut the tension. When the stakes are high, the show doesn't flinch. It knows how to build suspense, how to keep you guessing, and how to hit you with twists that leave you reeling. It's a perfect balance. What makes Slow Horses so refreshing is its realism. This isn't Mission Impossible. Nobody's dangling off the side of a helicopter or hacking into the Pentagon with a single keystroke. The world of Slow Horses is messy, bureaucratic, and morally ambiguous, so endlessly compelling to watch, like someone trying to assemble IKEA furniture without the manual, but with much higher stakes. Here's the deal. Slow Horses is the kind of show that stays with you. It's smart, it's funny, and it's got more heart than most prestige dramas could ever dream of. If you're not watching it, you're missing out on one of the best shows of the decade. So, do yourself a favor, cancel your plans, open up Apple TV, and dive into Slow Horses. You'll laugh, you'll gasp, and by the end of it, you'll be wishing you had more. That's all for today's bonus episode of Podcast with Lily Abernathy. See you later, Space Cowboys.
I don't normally do these kind of speeches, but this feels like a big moment. I know it's not easy being banished from MI5 to my department, but that's on you. Only screw-ups get sent to Slough House, and I've got to be honest, working with you has been the lowest point in a disappointing career. Right. What are you looking for? The remnants of a once promising career.
Slough House is like prison. You're not supposed to ask what you're in for.
I actually want to be useful. I could not be more bored if I tried.
You probably know how many people have made it back from Slough House to upstairs here at Regent's Park.
Bringing you up to speed's like trying to explain Norway to a dog.
None.
Come check this out! Hostage.
She's being held here. There is something finally happening.
What's it got to do with you? Whatever's going on will be handled by the real agents.
I get it, we're just slow horses. I've got one lead, I have to follow it.
You're going to help me?
Oh, no, I'm not.
Like it or not, Slough House is part of this now.
What do you think you're playing at?
I didn't mean to kill him.
Of course you didn't. If you meant to kill him, he'd still be alive. You put lives in danger. This is off the books.
I am directing personnel, yours or anybody else's.
She's covering her tracks. But it's the covering of the tracks that always gets you in the end.
You really care about them, don't you?
No, I think they're a bunch of absolute losers. But they're my losers.